Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel for another Eiyuden Chronicle update. So what is it now? February 2022. I got a few more months left until 2023 and this game's released. God, I hope it's early 2023. I really do. All right. So February 2022 update. My wife just entered the room. Hi, babe. All right. Hey there, heroes. We're already approaching 2 months into 2022, and we've got more to reveal for Eiyuden Chronicle Rising. Oh, another Rising update. This game is shaping up to be a really exciting installment into the Eiyuden Chronicle universe. I love the fact that it's a universe already, and we're eager to show everyone what's in store. Eiyuden Chronicle Rising FAQ. Before we jump into the juicy details, we wanted to share answers to some questions we've been receiving about Eiyuden Chronicle Rising and how it's going to connect to the core game. It's a prequel game. I feel like I know, but let's see what they say. With the core game, Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes. So we've collected them here for everyone's reference. All right, let's go over these questions. Question 1. What is the process for selecting my platform of choice for Eiyuden Chronicle Rising? In March of 2022, right after the March update goes live, we will be sending an email to the same address you provided in the official backer survey that we sent out a few months after the campaign concluded. Backers will be asked in this email to select which platform they would like to receive their copy of Eiyuden Chronicle Rising on. Sweet. And that platform of choice will be locked in. This cannot be changed later as we need a point in time to lock down orders due to the large number of keys that need to be ordered for each platform. We appreciate your understanding. Okay, there you go. So we know what's going to happen with Eiyuden Chronicle Rising and getting our copy. For any backers who do not respond, we will send out a follow-up email once. In the case that we do not receive a response, we will send a key for the version listed in the survey. In the instance that we don't have a survey from a backer, we cannot guarantee that a backer will receive their game before release. Will I be able to change my platform of choice after I make my final selection in March of 2022? Unfortunately, that will be the final selection and we cannot alter codes once we purchase them. Question 3. The original goal was to have both games connected. Is that still the case? I'm pretty sure that's a yes. Absolutely, of course. But due to hardware policies and limitations, you need to play them both on the same platform, as has always been the case, pretty much. Additionally, you will be able to upgrade your PS4 and Xbox One versions to the PS5 and Xbox Series X respectively, and then carry that data over to 100 Heroes on the same hardware, PS5, Xbox Series X. But you cannot downgrade Rising data from this generation to the previous generation and then carry it over to so you can't do that. Question 4. Will Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes be released on the Nintendo Switch? They said no. While the release of Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes has not been confirmed for the Nintendo Switch, we are currently undergoing a technical investigation into development for a Switch version of the game. Okay, there you go. Because we have no inkling of this Switch successor console they were kind of hedging their bets on. So it makes sense that they would try and at least investigate the Switch. If you purchase Eiyuden Chronicle Rising for the Nintendo Switch, then you will be able to enjoy the crossover content in Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes on any Nintendo console confirmed in the future. Okay. What content will cross over between games? Great question, and one we can't answer just yet, but we promise we will as soon as we are able. What content will cross over? Possibly some characters, maybe obviously some dialogue choices in game, maybe a few items, obviously. If you played the game, I'm not expecting anything super crazy. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not a fan of question 6. I'm not a fan of action JRPGs and aren't particularly interested in Eiyuden Chronicle Rising. Will this diminish my experience playing Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes? I think there will be maybe some references and stuff like that probably, but I think by and large it will be a very standalone experience and can be enjoyed by itself, which is pretty much the case with every Suikoden game. Like Suikoden 2, for example, you get way more out of it if you played the first one. Eiyuden Chronicle Rising is a supplemental experience to Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes. While it provides additional backstory for certain characters, you'll still be able to enjoy the full adventure waiting for you in Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes. Very much the expected answer. How much will Eiyuden Chronicle Rising cost? For those who purchase the game via this crowdfunding campaign or the Legacy Backer Store, the game will cost $7 USD. The price for non-backers looking to purchase the game on release day will be announced at a later date. How much is this game going to cost? I'm going to say friggin' $29.99. The highest I would go is $39.99, but I think $29.99. Will I be able to play different languages on my selected version? These are the following versions per platform and the language selections you can make on them. Okay, I'm not going to read out all these languages. I'm just going to let you guys pause the video and read for yourself as I quickly scroll down. Holy crap, there's so many languages here to pick from. Okay, past that. Eiyuden Chronicle Rising, screenshots. Yes, Hogan, this lizardkin dude, confirmed. Next up, we'd like to share some in-development screenshots from Eiyuden Chronicle Rising, showcasing its setting of Nuvea, a small town out in the boonies of Alran, the same continent in Eiyuden Chronicle's 100 Heroes. Yes, oh, I love the fact we get Lizardmen too. Encounter a vibrant cast of colorful characters as you explore the town of New Nuvea. Gotcha, so we kind of saw him before. Yes, so we did kind of see a similar screenshot to this of them running through the town. Resolve disputes between eager adventurers and wary locals as you help rebuild New Nuvea to its former glory. Combat screenshot again. Swap between CJ, Isha, and Guru with a tap of a button to combine their skills in exhilarating battles. Got it. So nothing too crazy with those screenshots. Oh, production updates. Character profile. Cabana. Oh my god. We got the frickin' Beaverkin from Suikoden 5 making a return. I know he's not a beaver. Oh, Hannah? What's that huge rodent called? Like the massive one. Capybara? Yeah, capybara or whatever it's called. That's pretty much what this looks like. Capybara, I don't freaking know. I don't fucking know, yeah. So anyway, yeah, so we got this guy. He's obviously, he reminds me of that huge rodent. I can't think of its name off the top of my head. Beastman is his race. Gender male, age 32. Favorite food, strawberry milk. Hannah, his favorite food, strawberry milk. It's you. Oh, yeah. Wife loves strawberry milk. Oh, dude, he's as Master Spring Diggers. Oh, is this guy's totally gonna be our hot tub guy, or sorry, this dude's totally gonna be in charge of onsen and hot tubs or whatever in Eiyuden Chronicle in our castle. As Master Spring Diggers, Cabana and his people make a living by traveling from land to land, discovering hot springs and turning them into even hotter tourist destinations. Sick. So this guy's gonna be hot spring guild leader or whatever. He and his Cappykin are quite fond of a good soak themselves. But if you want to enjoy Cabana's sublime waters, you'd better respect etiquette. He's a stickler for the rules. That's his son Paiba hanging out on his noggin. Say hi, Paiba. That's actually pretty cute. Ah, well, looky who's here. Have a soak, friends. Sink right up to your chinny chins and don't forget to count to 100. Kawano's comment. When I heard that Cabana was supposed to be the person in charge of the hot springs, I threw together a quick sketch to show everyone and ask, how about something like this? But it ended up getting used as is. Wow, good attempt on the first try, Kawano. And so this character ended up being 100% born from my own taste. Personally, I hope that it will be therapeutic for you all to see Cabana and his son in the game, just like it's therapeutic for me to watch videos of animals who look similar to Cabana pop into hot springs. Sometimes that's all I need to heal myself. Murayama's monthly development report. Each different part of Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes' development has begun to take shape, and we're currently working on boosting the quality of certain areas that are nearing their final forms. Damn! Oh, damn, that got me excited. This requires a lot of trial and error and forces us to face this question time and time again. What would the right answer be for this game? All games are made with the hope that they'll be fun to play, but there are many correct answers to the question of what's fun to play. And of course, each game provides its own unique answer. Some games aim for maximum fun by charming players with their beautiful graphics, while others aim to squeeze out as much fun as they can by making their controls as feel good as possible. The hard truth is that sometimes none of these elements end up clicking at the same time. For example, think about fast response times and detailed animations meant to maintain a distinct atmosphere. Sometimes it's impossible to fulfill both of those conditions at the same time. We're lucky to be blessed with an amazing environment in which to work on our game, but we still have a limited amount of development resources. So we're often faced with the question of which area should we pour the most resources into. If we put X amount of resources into area A, it means that area B will end up with a more simpler design. But sometimes that kind of decision has to be made. And I swear to God, games, like a lot of great games, have been made, not with extensive, insane budgets, but people very much working within the confines of the systems they have and then the money they have as well. It almost forces them to be careful and to really plan well when developing these games. So hearing something like that doesn't bother me at all. One of Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes' greatest draws is its diverse cast of characters. Absolutely. And the fact that players can choose their favorites out of a slew of unique individuals and make use of them how they wish. But how far should we truly go in terms of realizing it all? That's what the right answer for Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes is. A word from the team by Kawano. This month I'd like to talk about what sort of style I use when drawing character illustrations, based on a discussion that happened back when we first started Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes. Basically, I started out by discussing different things with Murakami J, our art director, until we came up with the idea of going with watercolor for everything. I love how watercolors look for this game. I actually haven't done any analog drawing for a long time, so technically it's a digital watercolor style. So anyway, I tried doing a test drawing. It ended up taking way more time than I expected, which robbed me of any confidence I had in being able to draw over 100 illustrations in that specific style. On top of that, the atmosphere of the art itself also seemed to harken back so much to the olden days that I thought, maybe this isn't ground that I should be retreading at this point, which brought me to the style I'm currently going with. As you can see below, A is the watercolor art style that ended up getting scrapped, and B is the style we're going with now. I'm very sorry to people who preferred the A style. This art style comes from a time during the character design stage when we were doing trial and error about whether certain characters should wear hats. So that aspect of the design is different as well. But that's all part of the charm, wouldn't you say? Okay, I totally see what's going on. Yeah, like Seign Kesling's A look looks very similar to Kawano style for like the early Suikoden games. Like for Suikodens 1 and 4. That very much seems like her style. Okay, my personal opinion, I like both, but the nostalgia part of me really digs A because I'm a Suikoden fanboy, obviously. And with A, especially with the military cap on, it's just got like a slightly darker, more almost like grittier look to it. Once again, don't hate B by any stretch, but I do kind of dig A little bit more. Maybe I like Seign Kesling more in the A style, but maybe I wouldn't have liked the rest of the characters in that style, which is the other thing too, right? I'm just very much going off of this one design, and I just, how do they kind of give that? He, like, Seign Kesling almost has like a haunted look about him. Like he looks like he's seen some shit in picture A, which I can appreciate. I mean, he's a military man, right? So yeah, for this, I would say A, but for a whole cast in that style, who knows? But I do like A. All right, and that's it. See you next time. So another Eiyuden Chronicle Rising focused update by and large. But hey, Kawano giving her thoughts and opinions on her, oh my God, her artistic process, which I appreciate. They're finalizing some things in the game, and they're very much having to pick and choose what's most important in terms of certain areas, and I'm sure other aspects of the gameplay too, which I think happens with pretty much every game that's ever made. And then, yes, a new character. We got our Hot Springs guy. Yeah, very much. He's ready to chill with a nice soak in the hot spring. God, I gotta get to a Japanese hot spring myself. No, cool, man. We got an absolute ton of different beastmen in this game already. Holy smokes! I keep wondering how many more they're going to be adding. And once again, very much with the hot springs guy, very much like the supporting cast is still being introduced. All the merchants and the guild leaders and stuff like that has very much been the theme lately. All the cool combatants, they're kind of hiding back for later, which I can appreciate. And then just some stuff about getting our backer reward again. Nothing crazy for Eiyuden Chronicle Rising. Yeah, that is pretty much it. Hey, yes, it was Eiyuden Chronicle Rising focused. I'm just glad we got a new character again. That's my favorite part of these updates pretty much. And I do like seeing the different art styles they were going with. Yeah, like art style B, once again, is just that cleaner, more sharper, definitely more modern anime style versus A, which is like definitely a little bit more gritty and old school. But that shit speaks to me. But anyway, let me know what you all think of the update. Do you have any thoughts, concerns, comments? As always, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you there.